When others are making friends with the winners, other leaders are still in the Stone Age era and making friends with losers. The latest, the president of Ghana attended the Ukraine Peace Summit in Switzerland. And the president of Ghana says he supports Ukraine 100%. And his support has been from the one that Russia invaded Ukraine.
The president of Ghana is putting Ghana in a very dangerous position. Let's talk about this. So during the peace summit in Switzerland, Zelensky praised the president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for supporting Ukraine. Can you believe this?
On June 16, 2024, Ukrainian President Zelensky met with President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, at the International Peace Summit in Switzerland. The two leaders discussed the implementation of Ukrainian peace formula. They also instructed their teams to begin working on facilitating the export of Ukrainian agricultural products to Ghana. Ukrainian President Zelensky has praised President Nana Akufo-Addo for Ghana's support of Ukraine's sovereignty and territory integrity, particularly at the level of decisions made by international organizations. Ghana President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has expressed support for Ukraine in the following ways: acknowledging the importance of Africa's perspective in global peace efforts, supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity since the Russian invasion, backing Ukraine during the voting on UN General Assembly resolution, meeting with Zelensky at the Global Peace Summit in Switzerland to discuss critical issues of peace and bilateral cooperation, tasking their respective teams with initiating practical measures to facilitate the export of Ukrainian agricultural products to Ghana, condemning Moscow's bullying and aggression in a closing statement at the Ukraine Peace Summit in Switzerland, stressing that Ghana will always go against great powers that tramples on small nations, expressing readiness to participate fully in efforts to find a lasting peaceful solution to the Russia-Ukraine war. So guys, watch this video and let's see what this bold Ghanaian African queen has to say. I will be right back shortly.
When others are making friends with the winners, other leaders are still in the Stone Age era and making friends with losers. The latest, the president of Ghana attended the Ukraine Peace Summit in Switzerland. And the president of Ghana says he supports Ukraine 100%. And his support has been from the one that Russia invaded Ukraine. And they are behind Ukraine. And Zelensky also thanked the president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for supporting Ukraine. And the president of Ghana is saying they want Ukraine to import some of its grains to Ghana. Please, do not get us enemies. We the citizens did not choose Zelensky. Don't get enemies for us. We the citizens, we know where we belong. How can you go and make friends with Zelensky, who is crying for defense systems, who is looking for weapons to fight his own battle? Russia is in control of everything of Ukraine. If you want to be friends with Ukraine, that one is your head. But don't say Ghana. Because we the citizens do not declare our stand for Zelensky. Be neutral. Don't make Russia our enemy. NATO and Europe are even thinking of how to defeat this man. Even Switzerland, that you had the peace summit, the people are crying and they are saying they don't want to have problem with Russia. Then you, Africa, that you don't even have any proper weapon, you are throwing your support for Zelensky. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa and in Ghana.
You're welcome back. So these are several reasons Ghana is supporting Ukraine. 1. Principle of sovereignty and territorial integrity. Ghana believes in the importance of respecting the sovereignty and territorial integrity of nations, and Ukraine's situation resonates with this principle. Next, historical ties. Ghana and Ukraine have had diplomatic relations since 1992, and Ghana has been supportive of Ukraine's efforts to maintain its independence and sovereignty. Next, economic interests. Ghana is interested in exploring economic opportunities with Ukraine, particularly in the areas of trade, agriculture, and energy. Next, solidarity with African countries. Ghana sees Ukraine's struggle as similar to the struggles of African countries that have faced similar challenges, and is showing solidarity with Ukraine in the spirit of South-South cooperation. Global peace and security. Ghana believes that supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity contributes to global peace and security, and is essential for maintaining a rules-based international order. So guys, watch this video and don't forget to drop your comments, okay? Like, share, and comment. Don't forget to drop your comments, and please subscribe to my channel, okay? We will be right back.
The president of Ghana is putting Ghana in a very dangerous position. Let's talk about this. So during the peace summit in Switzerland, Zelensky praised the president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for supporting Ukraine. Can you believe this? Well, you can make your own research. I can't read the whole article. Let me read from here. He thanked Ghana president for supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity from the first day of the full-scale Russia invasion, in particular during the voting for the UN General Assembly resolution. Interesting. The president of Ghana is completely out of reality. This man have no idea what is happening around the world. So during his meeting with Zelensky, he told Zelensky that he wants Ghana and Ukraine to become partners in terms of agriculture. So he wants Ukraine to import some of their grains to Ghana. So the president of Ghana is not even aware that today Ukraine have no port. Ukraine is becoming a landlocked country. Ukraine don't control Odessa port 100%. Currently, the Russians control Odessa port. If you go there with a ship, they are going to blow it up. The president of Ghana is making unnecessary enemies for Ghana. Note, this is not the first time that this guy is behaving this way. I hope you guys remember last 2 years. He snaked on Burkina Faso. He went and told Anthony Blinken that Burkina Faso, have Russian mercenaries in their country, and that is a threat to Ghana, blah, blah, blah. This guy.
Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. Apart from
no wise leader will do this. Ukraine today is a collapsed country. The Russians are rather rising. So you have to make friends with countries that are rising, not countries that are collapsing. And why will you make enemies with the Russians in the first place? They are not our enemy. Look at the track record of the Western America in this country. Look at what they did to our first president. By the way, I don't blame you. This is exactly what your grandfather did. This is exactly what your father did. This is 100% embarrassment. This is a shame to Ghana. Ukraine is at war, and we want to rely on their food when we sit on over 60% of the world arable lands in Africa here. Yet we rely on, some food from China, Vietnam, from even Ukraine, who is at war. Mr. President, have some shame. What happened to your so-called planting for food and job? At least Ukraine is at war. Let me end this video here, because the more I talk about this thing, the more I become more annoying, and I'll end up saying things I'm not supposed to say here. Guys,